Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Ismail, and my ears to the streets. And I'm hearing that med spa owners are struggling to get clients, which is why I'm dropping this video today about client acquisition, right? What is client acquisition, the breakdown of client acquisition, and how you can get clients as a med spa owner. So let's jump into it. If you've seen my videos before, then you're familiar with this, right? These are the foundations of a good medical spa, right? This is what's helping med spas get to the average of $1.7 million per year. And this is why some med spas are successful and others are not, right? Some are barely touching 10K a month and some are killing the game because they have the foundations. So if you're not familiar with this, watch my other videos. It goes into more depth about this, the med spa foundations. Today I'm going to cover client acquisition, okay? So what is client acquisition? Client acquisition is how are you getting clients to come into your med spa? Okay, how are you acquiring new clients? Right? If you're not consistently getting clients, that means the foundation of client acquisition in your business is very poor. You need a system in place that's going to consistently get you clients. Now, why is this important? Why is it important to get consistently new clients? And now I've talked to a lot of med spa owners, and some of them are really happy with their loyal client base, right? They say, you know what, we don't need new clients. All of our clients are loyal, right? Now, the problem is when a client comes into your med spa, they come in with an expiry date, right? That means on typical, on average, the typical client for a medical spa owner, if you have this dialed in, client retention, they'll stay for about 2 or 3 years. Now you can do some things to keep them more, keep them longer, right? But on average, they stay for 2 or 3 years. Now the interesting thing about this is that 60 to 70% of the value of a customer is spent or made within the first 6 to 12 months, right? So just to use this number for simplicity purposes, if a client's value is $1,000, that means within 6 to 12 months, they'll spend $600 to $700 with you, right? So they might stay longer than that, but they're gonna significantly spend less after 6 or 12 months, right? Which is why it's important to consistently get new clients into your doors, because these are the ones that are gonna spend a lot more money in the beginning, right? Over time, the amount they spend with you reduces. Imagine this is the first 6 to 12 months, right? This is a graph. Imagine this is the first 6 to 12 months, and after they start spending less, right? So it's very important to continuously get new clients into your med spa. So now that you know why it's important, how do how do you build out a client acquisition system? What is that? So client acquisition is broken down to three things, right? One, getting attention. Two, getting booked appointments. And three, getting show ups. Getting people to show up. The issue is a lot of people or a lot of med spa owners or a lot of business owners in general kind of mess up this part where they just think that getting attention is enough, right? Just marketing or promoting your business is enough to get clients. And this is very far from the truth. You need to do a lot more in order to have a proper client acquisition channel. So the first thing is getting attention. Now, some people can't even get attention, right? So what are some ways to get attention? Now, some ways are paid Facebook and Instagram ads, organic content. I did this a second time by accident. Doing flyers, brochures, Google ads, which is search engine optimization, strategic partnerships. These are all great ways, right? Or are they? Or these are all ways that you can get attention on your med spa, but not all of them are very good. So my favorite is Facebook, paid Facebook and Instagram ads. And the reason why is because it's the most simplest, and it's very simple and it's very lucrative. If you're just starting out and you trying to get attention on your med spa, paid Facebook and Instagram ads is the way to go. You can also do organic content, but the problem with organic content is one, it takes a long time. Two, you have to be very consistent with it. And three, the quality of your content needs to be very high, right? Matter of fact, if you're inconsistent and you don't post that much and you don't wait a long time and your quality is low, it can actually hurt you more than it can help you. Okay? Flyers and brochures, I mean, these would be great in 2003, but now it's 2024 and most of the flyers and brochures end up littered, right? So it's 2024, it's time to save the turtles. Don't be printing out brochures and flyers. This is not a good way. Now, Google Ads is good, but the issue with Google Ads is you need to be spending at least around $5,000 a month, right? You also need to have a really good website and conversion funnel, and you also need to wait some time, right? So it requires expertise, requires some money, and requires time. If you don't have the luxury of all three, then Google Ads is probably not for you. Now, strategic partnerships is very interesting, and it's probably a good choice. Everyone should be doing this. Now, what strategic partnerships is partnering up with other local businesses and leveraging their clients to promote your business. So, for example, if there's a local gym in your area, then you would go to the gym owner and request them to promote your business, right, into their gym, to their gym members, and you could do the same for them. So it would be like an exchange of value, right? If you don't have a lot of clients to leverage, then you can incentivize them. You can give them a percentage of whoever comes from their gym into your medical spa. You could give them, a kickback, a certain percentage. So strategic partnerships is a great way to do it. But some of you may not have the luxury of doing this, and some of you, it may be out of your comfort zone. So the most simplest and the best way to get quick results is through paid Instagram and Facebook ads, in my opinion. Okay? So I'm not going to teach you how to do Facebook ads on this channel or on this video, but I'm going to break it down on how it kind of works so you can have a better understanding. So in the case where you do work with someone or you do it yourself, you can do it successfully. Now, the way Facebook ads works is you will post the ad, right? It'll be like a call out. It'll be like, hey, 20% off on body contouring. If you're interested, click claim the spot or something like that. And when someone clicks claim now or whatever, it'll take them to a lead form where you'll collect their name, number, and email. Now, once you collect that information, that person becomes a lead. That becomes a lead for you, right? And what happens most of the times is, someone will send, or the medical spa owner or the business owner will send over the lead a booking link or call them and text them once or twice and hope to get some booked appointments. Now, this is a very poor strategy, right? If you do this, your conversions from lead to booked appointment, will be anywhere between 15 to 20%, right? This is not good at all. This means if you got 100 leads, you got only 15 to 20 booked appointments. And the crazy thing about this is most of them you called and texted and didn't respond. Most of them probably clicked the booking link and they booked a meeting. So if they self-book, the show-up rate is usually around 50%, right? So the chance that they show up is a lot lower. And so you might have got 15 to 20 booked appointments, but really you got like 7 to 10 people that showed up to your spa, and that's not a good amount of people. So why does this happen? Like, if someone signed up for your advertisement, why would they not just, book an appointment and show up? Like, why are the numbers so low? And the truth is, in today's day and age, people just forget, right? I'm pretty sure you don't remember the last 10 or 20 Instagram posts that you saw. You probably don't even remember the last 5 Instagram posts you saw, right? And so people are constantly being bombarded with advertisements and different posts, and they're just constantly scrolling, so they don't even remember signing up for these promotions because they signed up for one, then they see another one like 10 posts later or 5 posts later, right? So it's very important to call your leads and get them to book, right? And this is another reason why they're forgetting. People are just busy. People have other things to do. They don't really care about your business, but they do care about themselves, right? And so what is the right way to go about this? The right way to go about this is to nurture your leads, right? So you do paid Facebook and Instagram, you do leads, you get the leads, you nurture your leads, and then you get booked appointments. So what is nurturing your leads? Nurturing your leads is you continuously following up with leads until they're ready to book, right? So what does this look like? How do you lead nurture? So lead nurture is the most important thing about nurturing your leads is to call them within 5 minutes. When they become a lead, you need to call them within 5 minutes. And to actually stress this point, I seen this graph over here, and it says that calling within 5 minutes is 20 times more effective than calling after 30 minutes. So you can see over here the number of people that pick up or become qualified is much greater when you call them within the first 5 minutes versus if you wait. And you can see it significantly drop off just after 10 minutes. So within first 5 minutes is the highest, and then after 10 minutes it drops significantly, and then just continues to drop more and more, right? So the first most important thing, call your leads within 5 minutes, right? If they don't pick up the first time you call them, dial them again. Sometimes people's phone is on do not disturb, or sometimes they don't hear their phone, or sometimes they see the number and think that it's a spam call, right? So double dial them. And if they don't answer, then call them, do this again in a couple hours, double dial them again. So if they come in the morning, double dial them again in the afternoon. And if they don't answer again, then double dial them in the evening. Essentially, you want to have touched base with them 3 times, right? And not just with call, but through text, through email, through as many mediums as possible, right? There's something called a familiarity bias, where if someone sees your number multiple times or the name of your business multiple times, there's going to be a bias to be more receptive to it, to be more responsive to it, if that makes sense. So back to my lead nurturing point. If they don't pick up after the first day you reached out 3 times, do this again the next day and then the day after that. Essentially, for the next 5 days, you're going to be touching base with them 3 times a day, every day, right? And if they don't respond after that, then you put them in a long-term nurture sequence, right? So maybe not every day, maybe you do it again on the 8th day, and then on the 15th day, and then maybe on the 30th day, right? And then maybe once a month for 3 months, right? So the reason why you want to put these people into this long-term nurture sequence is because someone may not become a client with you after the first month or the second month, but maybe they might become a client after the third month, right? And so that person that becomes or decides to become a client with you on the third month could be someone that ends up spending thousands and thousands of dollars with you. So if you're not nurturing your leads for a long period of time, then you're just leaving money on the table. So make sure you're nurturing them at least once a month, right? And I would only do this for about 3 months, and then after that you would find if someone doesn't book an appointment with you, or a bunch of people that don't book an appointment with you, is that you have a collection of leads. So maybe after 3 months you'll have like 400 leads, right? And what I would do is I would put them into a reactivation campaign. So I'd reactivate these old leads, put a new promotion, a new offer, something new to re-incentivize these people to become engaged again, right? And so let's say you put them in the reactivation campaign and only 10% of people, book an appointment or become clients or whatever. This is 40 appointments, right? Out of thin air, out of you not spending another dime, because you collected all of these leads, you kept them safe in your little box, and then you decided to reactivate them, right? So nurture your leads and keep them, and then reactivate them maybe once every 3 months, right? Now what you'll notice is once you start nurturing your leads more aggressively, is that you'll go from the 15% conversions all the way to 40 to 60%. 40 to 60% conversions. That means if you have 100 leads, now you're getting 40 to 60 appointments rather than just 15. With the same amount of marketing spend, the same amount of everything, literally you just do a little bit of more work and you get you get way better results, right? Now, you might feel like, yo, this is pretty aggressive, this is pretty extreme, but this is also getting you extreme results, right? And the frame of mind that I like to look at it is that You're genuinely trying to help these prospects, right? These leads, right? The reason you started your business is to help people with their skin, to make them more confident, to get them to reach their skincare goals, to make them feel better about themselves. You're genuinely trying to help these people. And so when someone is even a little bit interested, why would you not go all the way to try to help them reach their skincare goals, to help them be the best version of themselves, right? Because that's literally why you started your business, right? As a med spa owner, at least most of you did, right? And so if you're genuinely trying to help these people and you you really want to help them out, then you should go the extra mile to reach out and get them to book an appointment with you. If you think you can actually help them, then go the extra mile and get them to work with you, right? So this is the frame of mind that I like to look at it, right? You're not really annoying these prospects. You're genuinely trying to help them. And at any point they say, no, I'm not interested, that's when you stop reaching out to them, right? So if you reach out to them over here and they text you, no, I'm not interested, then stop. Don't harass them all the way for 3 months indefinitely, right? Stop reaching out to them. But for the people that don't respond, try your best. Try your best because you're genuinely trying to help them. Okay? So now we know about how to get attention. We know about how to get appointments. So how to get people to show up, right? And so to get people to show up, you have to have a confirmation text and call. So right when they book an appointment, give them a text. Be like, hey, this is your appointment. I noticed you booked an appointment. It's for this time on this date at this location. If they self-book, give them a phone call. Give them a phone call and be like, hey, I noticed you booked an appointment. Just want to confirm, is that you? Boom. This is the first thing. The second thing is to remind people. This is where a lot of people lack. Just reminding them once, 24 hours, is not the best strategy, right? What I like to do is first 24 hours before their appointment, send them a confirmation text and call. So confirm they're gonna show up. Give them a call. Be like, hey, your appointment's for tomorrow. Just a friendly reminder. Just want to check in. Are you gonna be showing up tomorrow? Just want to make sure that we have an esthetician ready for you, right? Something like that. If they don't respond to your call, send them a text, right? Send them a text saying, hey, just reply to this text if you're gonna be showing up for your appointment. Many times, if they don't respond, they're probably not gonna show up, right? And many times when you do reach out or do this 24-hour call and text confirmation, people will cancel. But I'd rather have someone cancel 24 hours than be waiting at the time of the appointment and someone does a no-show, right? So send them this 24-hour call and the 24-hour text confirmation, right? This is also going to increase the show up rate because you're going to be reminding people, and a phone call is much more serious than just a text message. Also send them the 4-hour text message before their appointment and a 1-hour text before their appointment. Now something that's important to understand is that you don't have to do all this, right? I mean, you probably should be doing the call, but the text messages can be automated. And also same thing with the lead nurturing stuff. You can just send automated text messages, right? So you can start to reduce your work a little bit. Now, this is a really great way to increase your show up rate. So this is going to help increase the show up rate. This is going to help increase the show up rate. Now, if you really want to take it to the next level, then you can do something called pre-appointment deposits, right? Now, pre-appointment deposits is a great way to make sure people are going to show up. I would take between $20 to $50, anywhere between that amount. And the amount of money you take is not really important. Just the fact that someone is starting to put money up shows that they have skin in the game now and that they're more likely to show up and be more serious customers. Now, this is going to definitely increase your show up rate. The caveat here is that if you're taking pre-appointment deposits, your show up rate is going to increase, but the amount of leads that convert into booked appointments is going to decrease because not everyone is going to be comfortable, or not everyone is going to want to put up money over the phone to show up for an appointment, right? And so another thing I want you to understand is that if no one is putting down a pre-appointment deposit, it's not that, pre-appointment deposits don't work or no one wants to do it. It's usually a skill issue, right? It's just that you don't know how to get people to put down a pre-appointment deposit. If you're really skilled and you know what to do and what to say over the phone and how to change someone's mind about being comfortable with putting a pre-appointment deposit down, then you'll be able to do this. You'll be able to get more people to put down their pre-appointment deposit and increase your show up rate. If you're not skilled in this department and you try to do pre-appointment deposits, it's not going to work and you're going to scare away all your leads, right? So maybe I can cover this in another video on how to secure pre-appointment deposits. But this is just another strategy to increase your show up rate. Another cool thing about pre-appointment deposits is the quality of prospects you get will be much better, right? You'll have people that are more willing to show up. You'll have people that are more willing to spend money. You have people that are willing to stay longer with you as well, right? Because they're willing to put the money up. You can tell right away. So yeah, now you know how to get attention, you know how to book appointments, and you know how to get people to show up, right? So the key takeaways are client acquisition is very important. You need a systemized process to consistently get clients. If you're not consistently getting clients, your business is slowly dying, right? New clients is the oxygen to your business. So client acquisition equals consistently getting new clients. Now you might get to the point where you don't need to just do Facebook ads. Maybe the organic content is working well for you as well. Maybe Google SEO is working for you as well, right? You want to eventually build out many different client acquisition channels, right? This way you're getting new clients from different areas. So you're not just restricted to one place, and you're going to be more, it's going to be better for you, right? But like I said in the beginning, I would probably recommend Facebook and Instagram paid advertisements because the other ones require more skill and they require more expertise. Okay? The next thing that's very important is client acquisition is not just getting attention. You have to get attention, booked appointments, and get people to show up. And each of these have their own sub strategies that we went over. Okay? So 1, attention. 2, booked appointments. 3, show ups. Okay? For attention, I mentioned all the different strategies you could use. For booked appointments, lead nurturing is the most important, right? And for show ups, reminders and calls and pre-appointment deposits. Okay? Awesome. And this is pretty much how you can get new clients. Now, if you want to see how we implement our systems, our client acquisition systems for our med spa owners, for our med spa clients, then go ahead and click the link in the description. Okay? Take care. Bye.